almost 3 stacks of bone meal, and it only gave me 19 carrots. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, back on Halfway Modded, and we're here in creative mode. I know, first and foremost, we're not going to be here in creative mode long. We're not going to mess with this thing that's in front of me very long. I just want to mention a couple things real quick. I got some comments about it saying that it looks a little bit off because there is no transparency here, because we can't bring in the glass because it'll reveal the redstone. So they suggested to mix up the plank colors. Find a plank or some kind of wood or some kind of block even that just is kind of close in color. But that won't really work because the depth here is very important. If we do any kind of flat block or anything in the place of this, I know these colors do not match. I'm not necessarily looking at the colors. We'll even do some regular, I don't have, oh, there we go. Let's do these, this, and this. We'll even do the regular colors just to give you a decent example of kind of what things will look like. The flatness of it really takes away from the build. I don't like how flat it is. I think the depth is very important for this. So even though a slightly different colored tool rack or a slightly different colored thing that allows for the depth that still brings the depth in, even though a slightly different colored one would help, we don't have that option. I went through every single page, all 38 pages of this, and the only things I found that have, the same kind of depth, the depth this way versus, like a slab would be the vertical depth, I don't know, horizontal, I don't know how do you want to describe that, but you know what I'm talking about. The only thing that has the same kind of depth is this, and I think there's a frame in here. There's a map frame, I think, is what it's called. Yeah, map frames. These guys right here kind of work, and they're very difficult to place. So, actually, I'll tell you what. Let's get the, there's a fur one in here, too. Yeah, fur. Let's get the fur. Yeah, I already had it on my hotbar. What do you know? There's a fur thing in here, and we can put those in here, and it doesn't look terrible. It's not bad. I don't even know if we have a mangrove one, do we? We do, actually. Okay. So this is one of those things that it doesn't look terrible. I just don't think it's as good. So that's the only thing that would also add depth, and it actually adds more depth, which could be a good thing. But I like the little dots in here. I think it's pretty interesting. But as far as both of these things are concerned, we don't have an option to change the color slightly. We don't have that option. I mean, even these planks are too far off. Or we're talking, we want them really close, just different enough. And we don't have that option while keeping the depth. Because these are the only two things that I found in all 38 pages of this thing that actually offer that level of depth or any kind of depth. So that's why we're going to keep the design we have for now. Until you guys can either give me a suggestion that would also work or just throw some ideas out there and I'll test them. I'll see if they work. But yeah, for now, I think we're just going to keep it like this. And on the server, this is pretty much how it looks, with all the tool racks and everything back in place. Except for this, which I need to bring in, and this side right here, which I need to bring in to the server. I just finished designing these two things. This I like. That's going to be the finished product. Right now it doesn't look like that. It's just like a whole bunch of different designs thrown together, and it's really kind of terrible and not so great looking. This is pretty good. I don't hate it, but I'm looking for something that we can actually put in this place here that won't stop the cart. But everything I've tried will prevent the cart. It can go up, but it can't come back. It will get stuck on whatever block is here. So I need something that the cart can go through that is also has a fir or a mangrove variant, and then we can work with that. But for now, it'll just be what it is. So okay. Now I spent enough time on this. Let's go ahead back to the world, and we'll move on with the things that we want to do today. And as far as what we're doing today, here's your hint. Hey, Fred, Frank, George, Bob, what's your name? I don't know what your name is. I don't know a way to name villagers outside of Oh, wait. Yo, you can shift right click now. I bet you with a name tag that would actually work. It used to be in the past that you actually needed 2 people. One to interact with the villager and a second to come and right click on him with a name tag in order to actually name him. I don't know if that's still a thing or if shift right clicking will actually allow you to name tag them now. We're going to have to find out. But, yeah, look at this. Hold on. Farmer. Shepherd, which is basically a farmer. We have another one around the corner over here. Never mind. Somewhere around here. I don't know. We have a lot of farmer-like villagers in this place. Like, they're all farmers, which is ridiculous and very, very cool. I've never seen that before. I don't know that I've seen one that was not a farmer or a villager that can farm. I mean, you know, shepherds, Fletchers, actual farmers. Yeah, what? Yeah, huh? It's weird. But I'm getting lonely. Okay, we need to get some friends over at our base, and I don't know where we're going to put them yet, but for now, I actually want to move them down below the island, down in that general area. Now, we have to be very, very careful and make sure we protect it and all the other good things, but yeah, I think we should be able to do okay. For now, they're going to be very enclosed and very well protected inside of like a glass dome or something, just so they can't actually get out and get hurt. But check this guy out. First of all, of course, he's a farmer. So you have the regular wheat, potatoes, carrots. Thank you. You just gave me some wheat. Oh, I'm pulling the wheat. He's harvesting the wheat. Oh, wow. This magnet thing has a huge range. Never mind. You're not very nice. Okay, anyway, so we have wheat, potatoes, carrots, and of course you have the emerald for bread. But then if you keep going, you actually turn into these guys with the morsels. There's some issues going on with the whole tooltip there. You see the food haunch thing that's there? I don't know why it's doing that. But then you also get the berries, all the different berries, and then you have strawberries and those guys at every single piece of Pam's Harvest Craft. In a batch of 16, you get yourself an emerald with it. Like, everything in here. It's crazy. And then after that, you can even buy any tree you want from this guy for 1 emerald. Just 1. Now, as far as trading is concerned, I don't know if we need a whole lot. We're going to check out what some of the other guys have too, because I know some mods do add in things, and maybe we want to trade with those guys. But really, we have all the emeralds we need. We've been mining underground and such. Now, it is important to know, actually, that I did delete some region files. So we actually are regenerating. Here's our little area up here. We're regenerating some of the terrain, and it's going to change on the map because, you know, biomes of plenty. You know, we started with the whole open terrain generator thing, and we switched to biomes of plenty, and that switch is going to cause a change in what was generated to what I removed and what will have to be regenerated. So there's going to be some slight changes. But overall, the reason I did that is because I added in Quark. It's another mod, and it makes a lot of changes. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in Quark that, you know, blocks and such, and mining, and like the runes from the dungeons. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in Quark that is really, really cool. And the thing is, most of this is stuff you can't see. And eventually we're going to get into it. But like this guy right here. This guy is fantastic. It's why I have an empty bucket. I'm hoping to find a swamp so I can put a tiny slime in a bucket. And what that tiny slime in a bucket does, yeah, I'm talking to you, George Fred Frank, is whenever we get into a slime chunk, he'll start bouncing in his bucket. It's like a slime chunk detector. And it's perfect. Yeah. I know. It's fantastic. Yeah, I know. It's fantastic, isn't it? So that's a really cool thing. There's some other really, really cool stuff, and we'll eventually, you know, investigate that. You can also go look it up. The Quark has its own website that lists everything you can do in it. It's I don't know. It's a really, really cool mod. I'm liking it a lot, and it's not like overpowered or anything. So it's a good fit for our pack here. But yeah, now it's getting nighttime. I need to sleep before these guys like really get dead. And after that, we're going to work on trying to transfer some of these guys over to our place underneath the thing, which means I need to build myself another portal, and I need to get there, and then I need to work on transferring these guys there. So that is a thing. Aside from the obvious that I'm really lonely and I really need some buddies, there's another reason I want the villagers. By the way, it's not getting dark, it's actually getting day. I just slept. But I want villagers because iron is amazingly difficult to get for some reason. It's really not all that hard, it just requires a lot of mining for obvious reasons. But I keep using it like as fast as it comes in. We're going to be doing a lot of other stuff that requires hoppers and all this and that. It's going to require some iron, okay? So we're going to have to do some stuff. Now I do have a teleporter all the way back to base. We're good to go, and I got one all the way back to here. Interesting little thing though. Something that Quark adds in. The block of emerald. Watch this. Boop. These guys follow you. They follow the emeralds. Which is really, really cool. And I just thought of something. Hey, oh, I went too far. I can go ahead and do this. Now, the thing about this situation is that I actually got really lucky. Are you coming, dude? Come on, guys. Come on. I know. I went out of range. You got it. There we go. You got to start following me. I just went too fast. That's all it was. Yeah. Interesting thing about this that I'm going to show you here in a second after I'm done pushing these guys through. It's something pretty cool, pretty nifty. And then if we go through, check this out. Guess where we end up? I didn't have to do any kind of portalage. We're all the way back at base already. And I did go, oh, hey, you wandered in all by yourself. Good job, buddy. I went ahead and sealed it in. So now as soon as these guys have been out of the portal for long enough, they'll probably wander in on their own. But I can do this handy little trick. Bloop. And a couple of them teleported through. We just kind of chill out for a minute or two. Just for a smidge of time. Are you guys out of the portal enough? Huh? Are you done? Are you ready to go through the portal? Let's find out. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we got a couple of them. we need to get these two going through. I don't know how long they have to be out of the portal before they'll actually teleport. But we're going to keep trying. Okay, they need to be out of the portal for longer. And I'm thinking they needed to be more than a block away. I think standing in this block actually doesn't really do much. But yeah, we can just sit here for a minute. Just kind of chilling. Yeah, you guys are kind of loud with this whole cave echo thing we've got going on. How about you guys just disappear? Yeah? Yeah. Bye-bye. You're going to make it, right? Right into the water. You're fine. That's why I'm keeping this whole thing. The whole drop shaft thing going directly into the water is fantastic. Just got to push them all down there. Position them somewhere down there. Not sure where, not sure how, and not sure what it's going to look like when we're finished. But I need to get them down there and somewhat safe. And I need to collect them all up and do this pretty quick before nighttime comes. Granted, I could sleep, but, you know, you get the idea. All right, Frank, Joe, Jeff, George, and Suzy are here, ready to go. Yeah, those are their names. You didn't know that? You couldn't tell? They're written right on their shirts. You can just take a look. See, it says Jeff right there. All right, so anyway, they're all protected. They're all ready for the next steps. Now, I have a grand plan in mind. Well, I wouldn't say it's a grand plan. Sort of grandish, kind of planish. Concept idea, maybe a little bit in my mind. I don't ask. I don't know. But the idea is that I need to get these guys started. I need to get the initial setup ready because what I have in mind for these guys requires that there are at least 8 of them. We've only got 5, which means they need to start breeding. In order to breed, they need to be willing. And we also need the door guy below, blah, blah, blah. But we'll get to that in a minute. First and foremost, this is an even number of blocks, and I don't like that. So we're going to go right here. We're going to be, okay, whatever. We're going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this guy right here. Bam. Done deal. So, now we can go ahead and hoe. I knew you were going to break on me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be the size, well, I guess we're not quite there yet, of the plot that we need. There's 1. Really? It broke already? Are you kidding me? That was so fast, man. And did I make it all the way? Oh, just barely, but I did. Totally did. I didn't think I was going to make it all the way, to be quite honest. Just running along. Going back to make another iron hoe because I really didn't think they would break so fast. It's kind of crazy. I want the lily pad. And you, and you, and you, and you, and then you go there, and we're good. Okay. So if we go back to hoe, we can go here, and then go here, and go here. One more should be plenty. We shouldn't need any more than one. Of course, you don't want to make a whole lot of things. You just kind of make what you need as far as hoes are concerned. I suppose we could just go ahead and make a really super awesome hoe, one that never breaks. We can do mending and everything, but why? It's kind of one of those deals, you know? Hey, go away, cloves. I think you're not cloves, are you? Hey, you are clovers. Ha ha ha. I was right. I was not wrong. Okay, there we go. There's our square. This is the idea. Okay, before we start filling anything in, I want to protect this thing. It's also getting close to being nighttime. So, did I tell you to place there? No. No, I did not. I told you to go in these two spots right here. You get it? Okay. You gonna mess up again? Are you gonna do some more messes? Get out of there, stupid clovers. We actually kind of need you. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. What? Really? Stupid clover thing, man. All right. So what we're going to do is basically we're trying to create a system that will allow them to breed as much as we can. We're not going to worry. Well, I guess we could do the infinite breeder thing. I'm worried that we're just going to have too many things in here. We're just going to end up getting too many villagers. But we're on a single player, you know, we're not on a server, so this isn't going to keep going. It's not going to crash a server. We're not going to get like 800,000 villagers in here. It's just going to be, you know, a lot. In theory, it'll be a lot. And then we can have plenty for an iron farm. Or possibly 4 iron farms. So, it's kind of a deal that we're looking for. I want to create a pretty massive system that is going to give us a bunch of iron, but this is the initial step, okay? Not only do we need these guys to breed up in large numbers, but we also want to make a better breeder. That better breeder is why we need 8 of these guys initially. But I'm going to go ahead and let them breed uncontrollably because any more than 8 that we get, we can just start transporting them into some kind of an iron farm right away, and we're going to be okay. Now that we have a too high area, we can go ahead and break these guys out. Oh, you guys are going to start planting stuff, aren't you? What are you planting? Wheat? I don't want you to have wheat. It's really unfortunate that these guys are trying to get wheat in here, you know? I don't like wheat. I need to kill this guy or get rid of all of his wheat. I don't want you to plant any wheat. Is that all you have? Is that all you have? Anybody else? I gotta make sure these guys are completely empty of everything. I do not want them to have any kind of crops or anything in their inventory because I don't like when they plant wheat. I don't know if it's still a bug that exists or not, but there used to be a bug where these guys would actually farm wheat so much that their inventories would fill up with seeds, and they would no longer be able to harvest the wheat. Yeah, see, you got beetroots. We don't want you to do any beetroots. Potatoes are actually okay. I don't know if I want to do potatoes or carrots. I have more carrots than I do potatoes. Let's see what they have. I'm going to let these guys go for a little while. I'm going to close them in. And we're going to see what we have here. Hopefully we'll be able to create some kind of a system here in a minute. I think this guy's going to be our door guy. We should be able to tell what they have. This is more wheat, isn't it? We don't want you to have wheat, man. No. Just no. Okay? But yeah, I'm going to go see what we've got here in a little while. And that way we'll be good to go. And we'll be able to do stuff. Okay, so these guys are now in here. I have yet to actually give them any carrots or anything. And it's not because they shouldn't be planting. It's because I want to make sure their inventories are empty of anything else. So I've been just letting them roam around. There's a little thing you could do, actually. I've done it in a previous series. Where if you put trap doors on the outside of a too high glass, it'll actually allow you to get on top of it. But zombies don't think to jump. And they still don't, except for one thing. Baby zombies on chickens will now jump on top of these and get over. So I had to go ahead and pop it up to 3 layers. I think this is a nice little feature instead of just a solid glass dome box thing. So, But what I wanted to do is actually look at some things that I've done, actually. It changes, well, 2 changes that Quirk makes. One of which is the lit redstone lamp. This one actually stays lit. It's like the inverted redstone lamp, which is really kind of a cool. It's on until you give it a redstone signal. I think. I don't, well, I mean, obviously it's lit now, but I don't know if it turns off when you give it a redstone signal. And then the other thing is a really cool blaze lantern. Same thing as a sea lantern, only blazified and made with blaze powder and blaze rods. Give me, block, can I have, let's do this thing. So, yeah, that's a thing. But what I wanted to do is go ahead and use some of these guys. And I wanted to show you the change that I made to the resource pack. Look at that. What does that look like to you? It's an X for Xogue. I changed the texture. I made it an X because I was looking at, online at some things, online on YouTube and stuff about kind of the way they look, and when you stack them together, it actually looked like an X. This is actually the bottom half of the regular redstone lamp. And this is the top half of the regular redstone lamp. And obviously I blacked out the other parts of this. So that way it just kind of, you know, I blacked those out just to make it more obvious that it's an X. I don't know, it's a really cool thing. I just kind of tweaked it a little bit. It was really cool. But yeah, it's my design, and now it's an X, and it's fantastic. But what we want to do here is actually make sure all this stuff is lit up. So if we go there, these lamps actually look really, really cool. And these are added, I believe I already told you, but say it again, by the Quirk mod. This thing is pretty fantastic. The only issue with this situation... Actually, I have this? Okay. Okay. We'll be good. And I want to put one right over here. Just so, you know, they don't try to walk. I mean, we do have the lily pad there, so they're not going to get stuck or anything, but they'll be okay. I think these are still considered transparent blocks. I think the blaze lanterns are the sea lanterns are as well. So just in case a baby that comes in here does actually stand here, just so happens that he stands here coincidentally right when he grows up and he grows up into this, I don't think he'll suffocate. He'll be able to run out without, you know, any problems. But yeah, it's kind of a thing. Okay, good. So we should be okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw the carrots to these guys. And we're going to start digging to... Where's the actual... I guess it doesn't matter. You can just start planting, guy. Good job. Okay. So now what we need to do is actually make the underground. And I have some doors here already. We just need to dig down. And I don't know where... I guess... Sure, we'll put them right here. Where's the center? Right here? Boom, boom, boom. And we'll go ahead and chop these out because we really don't need them. I mean, it's just decorative at this point, so it doesn't really matter. And we're going to go ahead down, I think, what is it, 6? I want to say it's 6, but I think we're going to go down 7 because I don't think it's going to hurt anything to go down 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, too much, too much. It bothers me. It's bugging me. It's bugging me. Ah, much better. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Of course, there has to be a salt block in the way. What else is there going to be in the way? What else? Drives me nuts sometimes, guys. Just drives me absolutely nuts. So what we can do is, I don't want the dude to actually like be able to open and close the doors all the time because it's really, really, really irritating. So we're going to go ahead and break these blocks out of here. And we're going to put the doors right here. Hopefully he can't reach. If I put the rail here, this is how we're going to get him down here, by the way. Since I can kind of just ender pearl out or whatever, if I go, is this going to work? Oh, I missed. I missed! Okay. Wow, I hit a tree. Ouch, my feet. So, yeah, anyway. If basically, we can drop the rail down. I should probably get some more rails and maybe build something out for this, actually. Because then I can push him into the minecart, like right here, and then shove him over. And that way nobody else can get out at the same time. Let's do that. Let's do that thing. So if I do this... Okay, am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? Sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't. It's really weird. I don't always make it as high as I just did. Every now and then I'll actually fall way short. And I don't know why that happens, but it just does. Maybe it's something about the angle. If you go straight up, you'll miss. If you go at an angle upwards, maybe you'll make it. I don't know. It's a thing. Anyway. So we have the glass to cover it. We have the minecart. Give me some more rails here. I shouldn't need anything. I don't think I'll need anything else. I hope I don't need anything else. Okay, I have those guys. Okay. So let's just see if we can actually make this work. Worst case scenario, we have to break some glass just to make sure that this guy can get into the hole. But the idea is if the guy's in a minecart and he falls this distance onto a minecart track, the minecart will actually snap to the track and in theory won't take damage. The dude, whatever entity is in the minecart won't take damage. You can actually do this as a player as well. If you fall from a really, really high height onto a track, you shouldn't take damage, I think. That's in the wiki somewhere. I haven't actually tested it or anything, but we're about to do that now. So if I break this, I should be able to, first of all, thank you. Jam, you can get enabled. We're going to do this, and we're going to go like this. Okay, so what I need to do is actually bloop, bloop, and then bloop, bloop. Okay, so if we do this, and then I can do you and you, like so, and we'll get this guy there ready, prepped and ready. And we're going to, nope, stop moving, Okay, hit. Are you in? I think you're in. Boom. Nope, wrong way. Get over there. Get on the track. Get on track. Get on. Oh, goodness, you're not going to get on. Oh, because you went down. You went down. He went down. You see this little lip here? He can't, the minecart can't go up that. So we're in trouble. F3B to see, what? Oh, yeah. B is the waypoint hotkey. So it's kind of a bummer. Can we do that? Boop. There we go. Fall. Oh, almost. Almost fell. Bloop. Oh, you didn't? What? No. Oh, stop. Ooh, that was close, man. Okay. We're going to go to the other side. Hopefully we can knock him down the hole without any problems. I do need to get out of here, though. Okay. And it's also getting nighttime. Well, maybe not quite, but close. Go. Bloop. I think he snapped. I'm not sure. We're going to test it. Ouch. Okay. No. You got to stay away. Oh, crapo. Get on the rail. There we go. That's where I want you. That's where you need to stay, buddy. Okay, F3B, that's driving me nuts. Okay. I think we're okay. I think we're fine. Hopefully you don't move. Can I? Aha, I can. Ho. Okay, so we should be good. Now I just need to put glass over this, and these guys actually should be ready to breed as soon as they get willing enough. Okay. But I do need to cover all of this up, and they should be safe. I want to say they're safe from any mobs that come nearby, because nothing can jump up too high, including us. And they can't get down here because of the glass. We should be just fine, and they should, in theory, be willing here in a little while. I'm going to try to wait. Actually, I think I'm going to use this bone meal that I have to actually make sure all of this gets planted with crops, and then we can work on, you know, seeing if they're willing and stuff like that, just so we actually start breeding these guys and we get prepped, and we start getting prepped and ready for what we need for the future, and iron and things. Wow, how much bone meal did I have? All of it. I had almost 3 stacks of bone meal, and it only gave me 19 carrots. Yeah, I would say that crop growth is completely nerfed in this. Not sure. I think Hunger Overhaul does it, but whatever. Moving on. Waiting a long time. We have hearts. That is basically what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the hearts to tell whether or not we would actually be able to get babies from our setup. I wanted to make sure 7 blocks down wasn't too much, or perhaps maybe it wasn't enough. What the heck do I know? But yes, you saw hearts, which means there is breedable. This guy has been traded with, this guy has been traded with, and this guy has been traded with. This one is a little more difficult. We need some strings, some coal. Why do you give coal to a fisherman? I don't know. Or some raw fish and an emerald. So he's a little more difficult to trade with. The other guys are pretty easy, just got some shears or arrows, and they're all good to go. So as long as these guys are willing, like so, we're going to be just fine. We're going to be able to breed. But like I said, it's going to take a long time. Number one, these guys are going to try to fill this up first. this whole plot of land needs to fill up. Then their inventories need to fill up. And because they're all farmers, they're all going to pluck crops individually at random times. Sometimes one guy will get to it before another. So it'll take a while before their inventories are actually full. So we're definitely going to have to find some other kind of project or something to do. Just in the meantime, while this is actually getting fully loaded, full run, I don't know what you want to call it, fully set up. But it will take some time. We'll have to talk about that in the next episode. But for now, I think we're about done with this. We're just going to chill out, do what we can. Oh, weird voice thing. Ooh, much better. Weird voice thing over. Interesting. That was nice. So, yeah, we just got to wait long enough for this stuff to happen, like I was saying. But I think that's about all we have for today. I think that's it, guys. So if you like the video, please do hit the like button and subscribe to see more. Thank you so much for watching. Do what you do, and I'll see you next time. Check this guy out. Look, he's 57. Everybody else is like 14 or 28. Like, what the heck? Why are you so much faster than the rest? Not that I'm complaining. It's amazing, but just sheesh. Anyway, peace out, peeps. Sometimes you just don't make it.